Reaction, but amid the tensions with Iran, kids and young adults have expressed concern about a potential military draft.
Our Atra El-Nashar joins us from our newsroom with how to talk to your kids about such a complex issue. Atra?
Yeah, Doug and Annie, the United States hasn't utilized the Selective Service Program since 1973, and there's been no signals from the Trump administration that a draft is even being considered. But still, kids see coverage on attacks in the Middle East, and they get scared.
Iran appears to be standing down, which is a good thing for all parties concerned and a very good thing for the world.
President Trump addressing the nation Wednesday morning following a missile strike from Iran on U.S. bases in Iraq. The world is watching for leaders of both countries to make the next move. Hashtags like World War III draft, Trump speech, praise Iran are keeping the internet buzzing and leaving kids worried about being drafted.
We're definitely not on the verge of World War III. I personally can't foresee a draft.
There have been fraudulent text messages going out that have been discredited by the U.S. Army Recruiting Command. The texts say you must come to an Army branch for immediate departure to Iran, and if you don't, you'll be fined and sent to jail for 6 years. The Army released a statement emphasizing that if a draft is ever necessary, it would have to be authorized by the President and Congress.
In some ways, it's similar to almost any other kind of stress or fear or big looming issue. So the first thing that I'd encourage parents to do is to kind of validate the fear.
If your child is concerned about what's happening in the Middle East, psychologist Gregory Malice says you should acknowledge that while it's frightening, it's probably not going to happen.
The next step, I think, would be, if they're stressed out about something like this, is to encourage involvement in something that is connected to it. Anxiety and stress are essentially extra energy in our body that oftentimes gets us stuck, but that energy can be used to help be more productive.
St. Clair says if the U.S. were to enter into a war with Iran, a draft may not even be strategic.
You want to fight the war with your best units, right? These professionally trained soldiers, which is what we have. You don't want draftees or conscripts that haven't had the time or the training to be brought up to speed.
Now, several thousand U.S. service members are being sent to the Middle East. Those troops are mostly from an immediate response force in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Live in the newsroom, Atra El-Nashar, Fox 17 News.
All right, thank you, Atra. Stay with Fox 17 for continuing coverage on the tensions between the United States and Iran. Tune in on air, online, or you can catch headlines on the Fox 17 Facebook page. Well, just hours after